And we're back with some more tangent, some more Long War of the Chosen. Today, we bring in a full group of 6 out there and 7 to 9 enemies. Hopefully, a nice change of pace here.
Menace 1-5. We've got a bead on the Advent data vault near your position. Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
I think, if I remember correctly, this is supposed to be our last rookie mission here. One rookie on board.
Good copy. Moving on target. We got an enemy squad here.
Okay. Seems like a manageable task.
On the move.
Yeah, I remember now. Let's get our marksman with a good rifle in position. Oh no, hang on. He's supposed to be the knife guy.
Good to go.
Seems like a good spot for Fable.
Ordine ricevuto. Mi muovo.
There.
Let's do this.
There. Seems fine.
In cover.
Understood. Moving out.
It is a group of 3. For some reason I thought it was only 2. Okay, let's just get you close, you know?
Sono in allerta.
Just gonna stand there, but they're also not running towards Fable, which was, you know, the thing I was hoping for here. We get a go there, and then just flame across the street. I might not get the hunter, but I definitely get the other 2. Or I go here, stand a little bit out in the open. Worst case, I can teamwork you back.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
That also doesn't get the hunter, damn it. What are my alternatives? What do we have grenade-wise? It's a AP grenade, which could kill the trooper, damage the lancer, and make that guy laugh. Or we could just go do a regular grenade, and it does the same thing. Let's just use the flamethrower and figure something out for the Pathfinder.
Flamethrower engaged. They spotted us.
Figure something out probably means let's just throw a grenade here. Start things off. Maybe we get cover destruction. Either way, we get some shredding. It's definitely not cover destruction.
It is clear. Okay.
That works. Oh, we destroyed his cover. How pointless. Alright. Do we... You know, let's play it safe. I don't want somebody coming in on yellow alert, taking shots at you out in the open. So let's get you back to cover. You have another option. Let's get an evac out early.
Requesting immediate evac.
Firebrand. Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
And I think with your second action, we're gonna throw a scouting protocol somewhere over here. Now, I did hear a door last turn. So, yeah, something at the objective building. We got 3 more targets. Sounds like AP grenade fodder.
Affirmativo. Copy that.
One. That's much better. Yeah, so he might need some additional encouragement to no longer participate in the mission. Everybody's very concerned. Should not actually see that anymore, but what can I do?
Take a look at this. There you go. I hope it's worth it. Running.
Okay, I'll go.
We got a Hacky Tower. Large supply cache, but reinforcements, so something we want to take on the way out, I guess.
Move it up. Copy that. Vado.
Seems safe. So we're just gonna move. There's still another group out there, right? That's 3, that puts us at 6. 7 to 9 mission. Definitely something else out there. Let's see, maybe Fox can get an activation here.
What's over there?
Let's do one of these. Run past them, but go into out of line of sight for them.
Got some
Hopefully they walk in my direction. Ish. Very ish.
Ce la posso fare. Lancio una granata.
Not get you close enough so that we can run in with the bonk here. What will you? 62. Drill gives me 10 aim. Huh? Looked impressive. What to do now? Let's do one of these. That does at least 1 point of damage, getting the Celatid low enough so that we can run in with Fable. A little bonking. Really target that guy though. And with a follow-up flamethrower. We could come in here with a bash. Getting the 6 on the 6 to 8. Wish I knew what kind of guy that was. Does he have a grenade? Grenade. Alright, let's destroy the Celatid. I think we can fall back.
Targets neutralized. On your order.
Try.
I'm under fire.
After, of course, Trooper comes with a grenade. What do you say about that? You have fire weapon.
Here I come. I've got eyes on advent troops.
Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted, but okay. Kinda lined up here. A little bit close to the objective. What? That one. Probably finish off this guy. Can you get in there? In on these guys? Not quite. Not a perfect shot here. Because I'm here to reposition, right? Oh, you're there. Maybe this time get the 4 damage, or if we roll minimum damage again.
You want this? Okay, I have it. So I got one. Heading out.
See if we can circle a flamethrower around to hit that engineer.
Fired up.
Of them. Here's Lenny, goes for the sectoid. Inch west, that hole coming from?
Trovato qualcosa.
I don't even want to know.
Ci devo fare.
Okay, leaves us with a regular trooper over here.
Okay, I'll go.
Trooper meet regular grenades. Loot destroyed. Need to see it. Alright, we got resistance proc superior PCS. This was a large supply cache. I'm just wondering where I want to use my system infiltration charges. Fairly certain that's getting 1 additional rebel. Again, the large supply would kind of be the one thing I'm interested in the most here. We're about to unlock laser weapons, so we need some money to build some. Alright, so we're gonna get the objective in. Gamble for this. Get it. Noise.
That was too damn easy. Menace 1-5, status confirmed. The charges are inactive and the package is secure. Eliminate any remaining hostiles near the AO.
Have you nearby, depending on where he runs to, that we can get him next turn? Oh, he's... oh, that... Yeah, you've not... Oh, baby.
Happy now? What's over there? Move, move, move!
We have 2 towers. Stay here, that's in the evac zone. and we can target both towers. Although we probably still want to use both our charges on this. Unless we get reinforcements next time. I don't know. I don't know.
This is Firebrand. It's time to go.
Okay, so I'm gonna check first where I get the better chance. There's 30. Okay, so this tower. I guess everybody else
Just in time.
can evac already.
I'm trusting you here. Getting out of here.
Per me va bene. Torno alla base. Got it.
Saving every little drop of willpower on everybody.
I'm out of here. Well, that's just swell.
51, that's basically guaranteed, right? Nice. Good mission, Jason. Good mission. You know, I'm not sure who's gonna be showing up as MVP, but you are MVP of the hearts, yeah.
We did it. We did it.
Avenger, this is Firebrand. Package is secure. All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Don't even care about the loot drop we blew up with the grenade. Like, we are a large supply cache and a superior PCS. Now, you might say, ha, superior PCS, you're gonna get a focus PCS again. No, last time we got superior speed. I think this time it's gonna be a superior perception. Dimitri. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, I think there was some good showing here from our hoplite. Getting those multi-attacks in. Now, I mentioned last episode that we have a bunch of updates to class mods. This time around, I have them installed. So we might have to do some respecs here of the people. We will only respec people where the talent tree actually meaningfully changed, and not just where the XCOM deck was updated. And of course, we can only respec people that are at base, not while they're out on a mission. Alright, anyway, before we do any of that though, I don't think anything changed for Juggernaut. Or did it? You get Lone Wolf for some extra aim, you can certainly use it. Lenny is gonna pick up Unwavering Concentration. Flame Wolf, the Master of the Knife. Wonderful. Curious Sigh. That is a superior PCS. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, we can bond these two.
I hope you're ready to be famous.
We're getting thin on manpower, Commander. We should check with Resistance HQ for new recruits.
Alright, Fox. What you got for me? Storm Rider, Survivalist, Heretic. Well, we don't have a Storm Rider yet, so I guess we could take in the Storm Rider just for variety. We have two Survivalists, we have a Heretic. So sure, let's go with Storm Rider. Storm Rider is a pure melee class. Can The Storm Rider? I thought we were talking the other day about here Knight's Charge and this stuff where we was like, oh, I'm not gonna take a shield. Okay, my list here, my listing is not showing the classes properly. I don't know why. I was just looking, okay, Storm Rider isn't even listed, then it probably isn't. Oh, it's also not alphabetical anymore. Rider, and then about to say, oh god, everything is, oh no. Oh no, I hate this. Alright, I guess we have 2 Storm Riders now. What you got? You got teleport anywhere within squad sight. That is interesting. That would combo nice with something like Dervish, right? Where we can then reduce the cooldown and teleport. I'm just not sure, you know, melee classes usually already have a good time teleporting or, you know, running around. I'm not sure they need that extra mobility. It's not like you have much else going for you down here. Maybe we try out the build with a shield. You can have a pistol as secondary. And no, this is more for intercept stuff. I don't know. Interesting that you can equip a pistol as secondary. So middle row is more like a, you know, you go for intercept, where it's basically melee Overwatch, right? Covering fire, so it triggers always. So here it triggers multiple times. Route triggered endless times for everybody who's in movement range, and then allows reaction fire to crit. 30 aim and 50 crit chance to all reaction attacks. That seems like a very big payoff at the end, but it's very reactive. I think we tried that once, and I'm not a fan. So no, I think then, since we're going top row with our other Storm Rider, then let's go bottom row here. Alright, you might have also seen what's up with Jane Kelly. So one of the updates is that the Crasher class got a complete rework, and unfortunately as part of that rework, the class name changed. So we gotta go in here, and we gotta rebuild selected soldier class as the Crasher, and then we gotta respec selected soldier as the command, so we re-roll our stats so that we have the random stats we had before. That should default our stats again to what we previously had. That being said, I guess I probably need to... Okay, go out, go back in. Now we can actually assign something. So, Crasher now got a proper melee tree, a shotgun with phantom and conceal stealthy-ish shotgun tree, and then here a more tree where they get Marauder as the first skill, so being able to shoot twice, Shredder, and some other stuff. And then there's a very interesting perk at the end of the tree here with Chimera, where based on weapon and secondary choices, they get additional abilities. So one thing I want to check. You can equip SMGs, rifles. You can no longer equip a flame torch. Previously the Crasher could do that. Don't see that anymore. Alright. So we could... So here's what I'm looking at, right? I'm seeing rapid fire. And I know from... We looked at this in the stream on Tuesday, that if we're planning for Master Sergeant, right? The Ripjack gives you combat advance, a dashing melee attack that only costs a single action. Doesn't end the turn and grants a movement only action. So it only costs single action, so you still have one full action remaining and a movement only action. And you're just standing next to a guy that you just smacked with your Ripjack. Well, what do we like to do when we're standing next to a guy? Right, rapid fire in the face with a shotgun. So that kind of combo with Ripjack charge in rapid fire, it's run and gun, but I think somebody said it's a 3-turn cooldown or so, maybe 2-turn. Well, look at that, we have Dervish to reduce the cooldown. What else do we get? If we equip a shotgun, get a sword shot for a shot against single target within 6-tile radius, free action, can't crit. Well, turns out we're not just rapid firing his face, we're triple firing his face, right? With an assault shot and then followed up by a rapid fire. That seems not terrible. The question is, do we want Marauder? I always feel like Marauder with a shotgun is difficult. You're very rarely with a shotgun in a position at the start of a turn to take 2 shots. So this feels like more rifle-based skill. If we go from the start off as with a shotgun, with the plan of picking up Chimera, which I kind of, you know, I got talked out of it on Tuesday with the other Crasher and the other campaign. So now I'm gonna commit to it. I want to have Chimera. I want to have Ripjack shotgun. There you go. We're gonna pick rapid fire and probably anatomy for even more crit chance. With aggression, that's probably auto crits. Well, the assault shot cannot crit, but hey, rapid fire can crit twice. Dervish to reduce the cooldown on that. Oh, are we talking about taking 4 shots? A free shot from close encounters, a free assault shot, and then a rapid fire? Baby. Now you're talking my language. Now, we might not always have this thing up, so having base high mobility will help us get in range with that shotgun. I don't think I care about shredding. I think, you know, if we go on shotgun, we're gonna go slug shot. And I'm thinking actually Shadow Step, so that we can do that to anyone, you know? Somebody with Bladestorm, somebody with Close Combat Specialist, I don't care. I'm gonna run in there, shoot them in the face. Don't care about Phantom. Though we kinda lacking Phantom classes, but nah. Sold. Alright, let me then have a quick look here. I actually don't think any one of these people, well, certainly not a rookie. Was there any change to Juggernaut? Let me have a quick look if there were any significant changes. Alright, it's listed as one of the classes affected, so we'll have to see. We're just gonna do the respec selected soldier. And this way we get the updated perk tree. I don't think of my usual stuffs anything changed. We still got a phosphorus incinerator here. think Jingo is new. Wasn't there something even more worthless than Zone of Control is this now? This was Focus Defense before. Yeah, I think we had Overkill here. Okay, so definitely some changes to the tree. Of course, our XCOM row perks also re-rolled. By the way, I should point out one thing. The class updates for the Crasher, for the Keeper, for the Shadow Ops classes, and the other mod gem classes is a separate mod. So if you want to continue, if you're playing a current campaign and you don't want to have to respec your soldier and pick up the new perk trees, that's completely optional. You're not going to get it automatically, but that also means if you want this, you need to subscribe to the new mod, unsubscribe, or at least deactivate in AML the old mods, and then for every soldier that got changed, you need to open the console and use this command respec selected soldier so that they pick up the new perk tree. Otherwise, the old perks will still be in their places. It's just the way XCOM works. Alright, that all being said, I think we're sticking with the Flamer approach that served us well so far. I'm kinda still thinking Lone Wolf. I don't care much for Zone of Control. I mean, you're getting in there, you would debuff enemies, but man, no. I'd rather have the extra aim. I think you now could have a proper rocket tree here. So Rocket Juggernaut is no longer just a meme. Shock and awe, double rockets. Interesting stuff here. With your very high combat intelligence, I'm looking at something like Predator. I don't think we're gonna get value out of Traverse. Predator, maybe Shredder. Not super sold on Shredder, like because of the low aim. I want my Shredder attacks to hit. Could also still go for pistol skills. I'll leave that open for now. Well, it's always going to be open until it's not. The other classes that were changed. There was an update to base Tat Gem and to some of the base Long War classes. So there have always been separate versions for Mod Gem / Tat Gem for the base Long War classes, and some of them have now been updated. So like the Gunner, Sharpshooter, and 2 other Ranger, and somebody else. I'm gonna look it up. Well, all of our people are currently out on missions, so don't think we have any more updates to do. Agents just got their XCOM role perks shuffled, so we're not going to do anything with those. Scout is not a base class. I guess the Heavy might be... it's a squaddy. Let me double check. Alright, Heavy, same as Agent. They got reworked XCOM role perks, but no changes to class tree, so we're not going to touch them. Alright. Okay. So, over the next episodes, as we get people back from missions and as we then respec them, we might have a little bit longer Armory time here. Also, there's somebody... How long? Chen, why didn't you tell me? We had I guess when we... Must have been a day ago, right? When GTS finished. That the engineer had nothing to do. Okay, anyway. Alloys and crystals. Not be terrible, especially we need some crystals for the laser weapons. This was a dark event counter. What do we have here? You are... This is the Keeper. It's showing up without a class name because I uninstalled the old Keeper class. We'll fix that. I might actually reroll that character into a different class because you're only supposed to have one Keeper, and that Keeper should come from the first retaliation mission. So think having 2 keepers seems a little bit weird. 1 day, 20 hours until we must launch. I think we get like to 93%. Was that this one? I'll have a look. We're not going to boost yet. We'll probably then boost once we reach the end times. Alright, you're going to be ready in 5 hours.
Avenger plotting new course.
Which is probably going to be right about now. His Tango Squad is ready for the mission. 10 to 12 enemies, counter hidden dark event. We got a squad of 5 here: Survivalist, Mission Trooper, Scout, Heretic, and Geneva. We're gonna see how they perform in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.